Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will
as bright
not
as
stop.
the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? Now you cannot go
baby,
here.
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
How's everybody doing? Oh, let me see what's going on. Let's see who's in the building. You guys, come on in here. We had our Christmas giveaway last night. And oh boy, we had a ball. We had a blast. Thank you guys for showing up. I see Tina Powers in the building. Freddie Johnson. Miss Dee Dee's in here. Krista Powers is in the building. Zena Tolbert is here. So you guys, yeah, I know we're running a little late, but it was hard even coming in today. I am still tired from last night. Woke the God is in the building. So I just want to say thank you guys for showing up last night, showing out. It was crazy. Some of you guys already got your gifts and everything. Some of you guys are waiting on it. Tina Powers, yours is going to be in the mail. But other than that, Crystal. I have to get Crystal Powers Cash App since she's in here. I just need her to know I need her Cash App. I worked on it a little bit last night. I worked on it a lot this morning. We still stuck on popcorn. I know y'all still stuck on popcorn. Y'all like popcorn. And then I believe we always start off in August, and it usually be like August the 1st. So August 1st is Thursday. So we'll start in August on Friday of our December Christmas. I want you guys to know. So I may got your text, I may not. I have not looked at my phone. If it's in the text, if you got it in the text, Just send it, but those of you that I have not would be Ruby Turner, Crystal Powers, Diane Harris, Andrea Maxwell, Sugar Mama, Lisa Calhoun, Tina Powers, Zena Tobert, Lisa Taylor. I thought I said Lisa Taylor once. Yeah, Lisa Taylor, Tina Powers, and Ruby Turner. So I'll work on a little bit. I love the white cheddar popcorn. Oh, I'm on the prowl for December now. Only Christmas in December, but my birthday as well. So I am on the prowl. All right, you on the prowl, girl. You on the prowl. So I want to say thank you guys for showing up. I mean, you guys are showing out. Some of you was trying to take it all on. I don't know. Y'all had the Lord on your side last night. But some of you already got your things and things of that nature, so it's all good. I want to share with you guys two things going on, and one of them is we'll talk about it today, the Sonya Massey situation. There's more information. Let me clean my glasses. I do not like looking out of a dirty glasses. Ugh. It looked like somebody just rubbed their whole hand across my glasses. I got up out of bed to come on and see what's going on here. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good. It's all good. So we got to get ready for that. But there is, you're very, very welcome. Woke to God says, thank you very much for hosting such a fun get together last night. You are the truly appreciated. Well, thank you. I was on pause. Freddie said she was on pause. Happy early birthday, Miss Dee Dee. Zena Turbert is saying, tomorrow is my birthday, baby in the house. She's got a new baby in the house. Miss Dee Dee says tomorrow is her birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Dee Dee. All right. We still got birthdays coming up. So you guys, let me share with you something, because I'm up. It was hard coming on here today, but there's a new information about the Sonya Massey case. I was going to share with you guys 2 days ago. Everybody done beat me to it because I was just too out of it. But a former employer of Sean Grayson, there's a video leaked out, and it's an audio, and I haven't seen the visual of it, but it's an audio, and on the audio he is telling Sean Grayson that, you know, he's lying about something, and how is he still wearing the uniform, and they gotta trust him, and he done came up with this whole scenario. He didn't think, he thought he was over here until he had to show him he was over there, and this, that, and the other. And then I guess he ended up getting fired. But then when he was in the Army also, he caught the DUI case when he was in the Army. And I guess he had been doing a whole heavy lot of drinking in the Army. So they went ahead and discharged him. But when he got stopped with the DUI, he had a gun in his car. You know, hold on, because y'all don't understand something. He wasn't a police officer then. Freddie has a membership for 37 months. We are Warriors for Children. Thank you for your membership, Freddie. She said she always been She said, where's her little girl at? She said, the woman ain't in there. Shredrick, how you doing? Dion Rose, what's going on? How are you? Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to share is, I hadn't even looked at this, but it's a recording questioning former Deputy Sean Grayson about his mishandling of a traffic case. Maybe this might be something different because I didn't know. We'll hear it in like 25 seconds. Hey Sonya, how you doing? I know everybody getting up going, oh, it's almost like you had a hangover. We had a good time. We had a really good time. So it's all good. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So this, I already heard it, so I'm pretty sure this is what I'm trying to get to so we can all hear it together.
Involving Sean Grayson. He's the former Illinois Sheriff's deputy charged in the murder of Sonya Massey. She called 911 earlier this month to report a suspected prowler at her Springfield home. Body camera video shows Grayson responding and later shooting Massey as she held a pot of boiling water.
Oh my God. No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water. You shot her? Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water.
Grayson has held 6 different jobs in law enforcement since 2020, and now ABC News has obtained records from his 11-month tenure at the Logan County Sheriff's Office, including recordings between Grayson and his supervisors discussing inaccuracies in his police reports.
We had this conversation. I told you in that meeting, review all your reports, make sure they're right.
One supervisor is heard reprimanding Grayson for misconduct.
The sheriff and I will not tolerate lying and deception. And I have told you that I have zero tolerance for stretching the law. Because when you have officers that stretch the law, they will get caught, they will get prosecuted, and they will handcuff the rest of law enforcement.
Records also show a woman filed a complaint claiming Grayson tried to watch as she was strip searched. But according to the paperwork, Grayson left the Logan County Sheriff's Office last year in good standing. He was hired days later by the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, where he was working at the time of Massey's shooting. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell says his department failed Massey.
All for help and failed. That's all she did. That's all she did, all for help.
Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Wow. So at first, I guess the union, the police union was supporting Sean Massey and was, I guess they were going to file a grievance that, hey, he needs to get his job and all of that. So now they're saying that they're not. I don't know. But let me read this to you real quick. It says the Illinois sheriff whose deputy shot Sonya Massey, the unarmed black woman who called 911 for help in her Springfield home, apologized to the community during a gathering Monday night, saying, I offer up no excuses. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack. So the sheriff for who he was working for in Sangamon County said this. He says he faced a hostile crowd of more than 500 people. So it's growing at the Union Baptist Church in a meeting facilitated by the Community Relations Service of the Justice Department, according to local media reports. This is what he said. This is what Jack said. His name is Jack Campbell. I stand here today before you with arms wide open, and I ask for your forgiveness. And emotional Campbell said, I ask Miss Massey and her family for forgiveness. I offer up no excuses. What I do is offer our attempt to do better, to be better. Former Sheriff Deputy Sean Grayson is charged with first-degree murder, aggravated battery with the firearm, and official misconduct in the death of 36-year-old Massey for the July 6th shooting. Body-worn camera video released July the 22nd shows that inside her home, Massey moved a pot of hot water from the stove. Grayson apparently feared she would throw it at him. He fired 3 times, striking Massey once in the face. Despite having several non-lethal options, authorities say Grayson, who is white, has pleaded not guilty. On Tuesday, the union representing Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy said it would not pursue. So, okay, I just want you guys to know, because at first they was. So on Tuesday, the union representing Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies said it would not pursue a grievance demanding Grayson's reinstatement and return of lost wages and benefits. They filed that on July the 18th. It argued that Grayson was fired without just cause, and news of the investigation and his dismissal was publicized before he was told. At a news conference in Chicago, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Massey's family, praised that the decision and said that's what happens when we stand together, you guys. So the Massey family has repeatedly called for the resignation of Campbell. So they want the sheriff to resign. Also, who was elected in 2018 and ran unopposed in 2022. The sentiment was echoed by many attending the meeting. I will not abandon the sheriff's office at this most crucial moment. That's what Jack Campbell said. That would solve nothing. Grayson was vetted and approved for hiring by Sangamon County in May 2023, despite 2 drunk driving convictions, the first of which got him ejected from the Army for serious misconduct and having 6 jobs in 4 years, including as a sheriff deputy in Logan County, where he was reprimanded for ignoring a command to end a high-speed chase and ended up hitting a deer. So that's something else that he did. So he was told to end a high-speed chase, and he just kept on going, and he ended up hitting a deer. And he must have tore up the car because, okay, come on. And so the conversation that I heard, which was a long conversation, he was saying, how are you even wearing this uniform? And he was like, I don't know. Like who hired you? Because you're not even like us. You're not even like a part of us. You're like who we go pick up. And they hired you. And I didn't even know that this one girl, she filed a grievance because he wanted to watch her strip. This man should not have been on the police force whatsoever. You guys, I'm going to tell you guys something. And this is just hearsay. Allegedly, I heard that Sean's girlfriend, wife, fiance, or whatever, this story is supposed to be much bigger than just the basic, this was just a misconduct situation, shooting. First of all, allegedly, the first story that was really put out, this was a self-inflicted wound. Like Sonya Massey basically shot herself. And I don't know how he was going to put that past when there was no gun. And it was said to another deputy when he walked in, he was like, where's the gun? And he was like, oh, there was no gun. She was going to put hot water towards my face. Man, this is the type of person that starts stuff to happen and then start hollering woof woof. He basically believe he can do whatever he want to do. Yeah, whenever he want to. So, although a lawyer for the family said last week that the Justice Department had opened up an investigation into the incident, a spokesman retweeted Tuesday that the agency is assessing the matter and following criminal case. So, Sierra Hilmer of Springfield said if she needs the police, she should be able to summon them without fear. They're meant to protect and serve, but here in Springfield, apparently as shown on camera, they harass and unfortunately kill. So, there was a news conference in Chicago proceedings of a rally for Massey attended by the family and civil rights activist Reverend Al Sharpton. Crump misstated the nature of the grievance, claiming it was filed because the union said Grayson acted in self-defense and demanded that charges be dropped. And I said, my Lord, Reverend Al, did they see the same video we saw? In a statement, Tamara Cummings, General Counsel for the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council, said grievances are a matter of course and that contractual due process is afforded every union member. However, she said the union has determined that it will not be proceeded. She would not elaborate. Sharpton renewed calls for Congress to approve the George Floyd Justice and Police Act, which U.S. House Democrats approved in 2021 before the legislation died in the Senate. It aims to crack down on police misconduct, excessive force, and racial bias in law enforcement. And he encouraged Illinois to adopt a law in Sonya Massey's name that will prevent law enforcement officers from moving rapidly from one department to another, suggesting that Grayson was forced out of one or more previous jobs. There's no evidence of that despite some discipline problem. If you're bad in a one precinct, why would we think all of a sudden you have some kind of democracy, Demarcus Road knockoff, the horse, change of heart in another district? Sharpton said, a bad cop is a bad cop. The story has been updated and corrected, and the grievance was filed July the 18th, not last week, you guys. Just letting you guys know what it said. Hey, Connie Branch, how you doing? I say do a background check on officers. That's what Miss Freddie is saying. She's saying do a background check. Okay. And then Tina says, if he would have known what he was capable of, then he should have been going to. Well, okay, I was going to share something else with you guys too. So allegedly, and you know, I don't want to put some false stuff out there. So let me see. We had said something on here. Oh, yeah. I remember now. So, you know, it's so weird how people will come in your channel, listen to what's said, or they just want to throw something out there. Like, people want to be seen. Like, I said this, I said that. So, I had went and some comment had popped up. We were talking about Taylor, the young lady that came up missing in the Bahamas when she went on a yoga retreat. And this was like right at the beginning of the situation, you guys. And I told you guys, I said, family, I said, I mean, we're going to cover it, but we're going to cover it in truth. So everything that I find in that situation, I will share with you. Not making funny of nothing. We just speak truth. So, and you know, because when you know what you're dealing with, then you know what you're dealing with. It ain't going to be no surprise. I don't want somebody to say, oh, go ahead and stick your hand in the sack and get you some candy. It might be, you know, a piece of candy of a snake in there. Come to find out it's a real snake in there. And then you go, oh, I'm sorry. I said a snake, but it was a real snake. No, tell me what I'm getting myself into or what I'm thinking about something. Because once you know the truth, you can make an educated decision to, you know, follow something to support anything or back out and say, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Okay, we spoke about this before. Just say, for instance, if you were in a relationship with somebody, you're in a relationship with this guy, and you love him. You truly do love him, and y'all break up, or not break up, but y'all fall out, have some words. He go home. Okay, when he go home, about 2 weeks later, y'all been talking, y'all make up, or whatever. Y'all make up. Okay, you asked him. Okay, so when we were broke up, was you seeing anybody else? Did you have make love to anybody else? Was there somebody else you were interested in? And he says, oh, no, 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 no. Are you sure? He's going to ask you too. Did you see anybody else? You're like, no, 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 no. But down the line, y'all now together. And then a year later, this woman comes up and say, hey, okay, you done married this man and everything, or whatever. This woman comes up and she says, hey, I've got a baby by your husband. And you like, what? So now you're thinking, hold on, did he been cheating on me while we were engaged? Once we got married? How old the baby or whatever? You want to know. You want to know everything. Come to find out, she got pregnant while y'all was broke up. But here's the thing. But when you asked the question to him before y'all got back together, got, engaged and all this stuff, was you seeing anybody else? And he said no. Did you date anybody? Did y'all have sex or anything? And he said no. That was on the contingency that what he was telling you was the truth, that y'all got back together. Now you in this full-blown relationship, married, that you thought was a good thing with a man that has a baby. That you didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? You like, and you're a good person, so you're thinking, I don't want to keep him away from his child, but golly, I wouldn't have married this man had I knew he had a child. And not only that, he lied to me saying that, that was when we were broke up. But I asked you before we got back together, did you go see anybody? Was you had any relations with anybody? Did you, have sex with anybody? You said no. Now this whole child is in the equation that I got to deal with because I'm married to you. But people think it's okay to tell a lie, thinking you'll never know. The thing about a lie is it will come up. It will come up when you think it will not. And you'll be sitting there going, oh, they'll never know. Well, they will know. If it's worth you losing something, the devil's going to show his ugly head and show how you are a liar. And now people are not going to be able to trust you. Not only that, let's go keep going on with this same story. Now that you know that this, he's got a child and this, that, and the other, and blase, blase, then let's keep going. You say, okay, I'm going to accept this child because we were broke up. You lied. You were scared to tell me the truth. You really didn't cheat on me, but I'm just going to go ahead and stay with you because we already married and it really wasn't a big deal back then, but you're trying to do the right thing because a marriage is a big situation or whatever. You guys follow me? And then you go to the doctor one day and the doctor tells you that you have HIV. And you're going, what the heck? How did I get HIV? Now you're mad. Now you're ready to kill somebody. Because you find out that your husband has HIV. And he didn't know. Because he didn't know. He didn't get sick. So now you got HIV. Now you're mad. Now, you weren't mad before. It's just weird how one lie can hurt other people. Now, and the reason why I shared that with you guys, somebody gonna say, "Oh, SP, why you telling them my business or whatever?" I'm gonna tell you, that is a true story. I just told you guys, it's a true story. But I'm not gonna tell you the true story of who it is. But it is a true story what I just told you. Okay? And there's more to that story. And it's like this. It ends like this. The woman is angry because her husband has given her HIV. So then she goes and try to kill him. She shoots him. She ends up going to prison for 10, 15 years. True story. Ain't no legendly to what I just said. So, anywho's, not only the woman has to live with HIV, she goes to prison for attempted murder, all because of a lie. See, if the guy would have told her, "I did sleep with somebody," woo, 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 she probably would have said, "Okay, before we go to sleep, we need to, wear, a condom or something or whatever." Or she would think, "I don't want to sleep with you right now. Maybe we both need to get checked out." Whoop de whoop de whoop. But now she in her feelings. She in her feelings when she found out that she had what she had, And it's crazy. In all reality, she wasn't mad that he slept with somebody. She wasn't mad that he had a baby. She was mad that now she got HIV from her husband. And he didn't even know he had it. He didn't even know he had it. All she can think of, "I'm going to kill him." You know what I'm saying? That's right. So, yeah. Tina Power Zena says she want to talk to you one-on-one. So, anywho, I kind of know what Zena want to say to Miss Tina, because Zena got that body bath and work. She probably want to say, "Tina, I give you the body bath and work because she going to send you your stuff. You might as well just give me your $25 and I give you $25 card for body bath." That's probably what you're going to say. Anyway, I just threw it out there. If it ain't, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Freddie says, "I don't know how I would have reacted. He just spread it all over." Yeah. Crystal said, "I would be upset as well, SP. I don't know how I would handle it." Yeah. But this is what I'm saying about a lie. But what I just told you guys was a true story. It really was true. But, I mean, and you know why I'm not saying the name, to be honest with you? It's somebody close. It's somebody close. So, they not in here, but it is somebody close. So. But anyway. a lie will follow you wherever you go. You have to ask people, to tell the truth and all this other stuff. you know. So, I'm kind of glad that the police department, or not the police department, but the union is not sitting back talking about this man needs his job. This man needs to be rehired. This man was fired and he needs to get paid for all the days that he's off and all this other stuff. Because, he does need to be represented regardless, but still, wrong is wrong. And when you start representing people, even though that they're wrong, you sitting there supporting them, it's crazy. But what I think, and I was going to share this with you guys, that they said, and this is allegedly, that Sean's girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever she is, works at the hospital. And she has some dealings with Miss Sonya Massey. Sean knew Sonya Massey because his wife told him about her. Hello, come on. I believe when you're a woman, okay, they're not married. So if they're talking about his ex-wife or if he has a wife or whatever, I may be having two people mixed up. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard. But regardless, because, when they're police and they talk to the hospital, they're not supposed to share that information with the police officer. It's none of his business if she cuckoo, if she on medication, because he made a little statement at the front door and said she's probably hiding her drugs. When you know what I'm saying? When you go off into a situation and you already insinuating what's happening, what's going to happen or whatever, you pretty much can read. You got your mind made up. Your heart is, this is what you project what's going to happen or what they're doing or whatever. I did that today. Honestly, I did. My daughter and I, we were talking. She called me on the phone. She said, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting on this meeting." She said, "Oh, yeah?" I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's good." I said, "Well, they said I didn't have to make an appointment. Just come on in. They were going to handle it." She says, "Okay, then that's what's up." I said, "But they really don't want to talk to me." She said, "Mama, why you say that?" I said, "I know." I said, "So what's going to happen is I've been sitting out here for almost an hour. So now it's like 11 o'clock, 11:30, whatever. I said, I'm going to get back there and they're going to rush me talking about lunch." She said, "Oh, Mom, don't feel that way." I said, "Well, that's what's going to happen." That's what I told my daughter. I kid you not, if she was right here in this live right now, she'll say, "Yep, that's what my mama told me. She told me they're going to rush her and tell her it's lunchtime." I kid you not. They called my name. I stood up, grabbed my purse, walking towards the back. As we proceeded to go into the office of the door, the gentleman says, "We need to hurry up. I've got a lunch date." I had not said nothing else or anything. So I kind of snickled. I kind of was like, And he asked me, he said, "Why did you snickle?" And you know what I said? "I knew you was going to say that." He said, "You knew I was going to say that?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, I knew you was going to say that." SP, can you give Zena my number, please? Oh, okay. I will. I will. I'll give her your number. Now, if she call you, cussing you out, don't get mad at me because you just gave me permission to give her your number. That's what you asked me. She said, I hope you clocked in. She said, sorry, I had to step out for a minute. I'm back. All right. So this was personal. Yes. Yes. See, yeah. Yeah. And yeah. But anyway, you know, we handle little business. The weird thing about it, I've got to go back again because it wasn't done properly or whatever. There was more information, like whatever. But nevertheless, I got done what I went to go get done. Huh? You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's okay, though. It is okay. Chop, chop. So anyway, you guys, I just want you guys to know, even also on the Sonya Massey case, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. I heard something else also. So I heard that that he had visited that house prior to the shooting. It was either earlier that day or the day before, but a lot of people say the day before. So he knew her situation. But I don't know what happened before, and they're going to have to share with us what happened earlier. Because when they approached her, when she finally opened up the door, the first thing she said, don't hurt me. And he was saying, condescending, why we gonna hurt you? You called us. And it was weird because I was wondering, like, she was on her phone doing something. I thought the music was coming from her phone. It was so loud. And I thought to myself, she did not want to hang up the phone of whoever. She was trying to, like, you know how some people be like, I need them to hear this, or she was like, she didn't want to answer. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. So, anywho, she said, I would have told him, well, you're going to be a late lunch. Miss Dee Dee, you know what? When a person don't want to do something and you're in their way, that's the second time that person had rushed me. We was on the phone. Hey, I got to go. I got a 1 o'clock meeting. Oh, I got to go. I got a 12 o'clock such and such. But you told me to come in and I didn't have to make a appointment. Now you're rushing me. She seemed scared, apprehensive about those deputies. Yeah, exactly. So I want to make the air clear about something, you guys. Because when somebody is very direct with you of what they did or how they did something or whatever. So we had a little conversation yesterday earlier in the live before we came on the Christmas giveaway. And I want to speak on this because I want you guys to really, really pay attention to what I just said. And LaKendra was trying to donate $20. I don't know how she was trying to donate, but it was not to me. I don't know who it was to, but I did get to the bottom of it. I did get to somewhat of the bottom of it. Somewhat. You guys understand what I'm saying? When I say somewhat, I got to somewhat of the bottom of it. But I'm going to probably speak on it later after that. But I'm not for sure. But she actually was trying to donate 20 to me through Cash App. But it wasn't to me. Okay? So, like I told everybody, if you seen that name pop up, you've seen the wrong thing. You either going to see Dingo 657 or you going to see SP News Nuggets. But I did get to somewhat of it. But, yeah. So she wasn't lying. Well, I don't know. Like I said, something did come up. Not in my Cash App or not. But somebody shared something with me. And I'm like, okay, now I see what's going on. But be very careful because that's not me. Okay? Just want you guys to know. Like, if you see something like that, just be like, yeah. I'm going to sit there and be like, what you talking about? Because I don't know what you're talking about. And I really got to look at some times, too. Because, yeah, somebody showed me something and now I see what's going on. But that's not me. Be very careful. So, anyway, if you don't trust him, y'all need to test prior to reconciliation. Yeah. Oh, Zan, I was going to call you this morning. I'm sorry I did not. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to talk more on the Sonya Massey situation, you guys. And I'm going to share with you just a little bit because I have not been able to catch up what's going on Young Thug situation. Because they're saying there was another ex parte meeting that they didn't know about. So when they were supposed to start trial back up, they're still in there feuding and fighting about what was said and what was not said and all this stuff. They might as well just go ahead and shut that down and call it a mistrial and call it a good day. Everybody go home. And you know, and here's the sad part, to be honest with you. They're talking about things that happened back in 2012, 2014, and 15. That's a 10 years. There's a statute of limitations on stuff like that. And there's no evidence. It's he said this or he thought that or he lied. We don't know. You know what? I'm going to say this because little Woody, I understand little Woody more that when he talks, when he's not playing and fooling around, I understand what he's saying. And I told you guys, under enough pressure and you want to go home, you will say whatever you need to say to come home. You would tell on anybody that you thinking that it don't mean anything, even if you're making it up, just so you can go home, you would. You know, you might be the one that did it, but you're going to say, yeah, I seen Young Thug do that. Thinking he ain't going to never know that you said that. But they sitting there going, oh, yeah, we got some on Young Thug now, you know. That's why, you know. But he said he never really was a part, and he done messed that up, you know. And he did. So, you know. My genealogist asks me every time I pen, do I want a STD test? Oh, Lord. I need to have your genealogy, doctor. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway. She said, I would never do something like that, SP. Zena, what? You would never do what? You know, you say you would, you don't know what you would do. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. I've been in those shoes before. You don't know what you would do. You know, because you know something, you will tell. I'm telling you, everybody thinking, yeah, I'm die hard. I go strong. You go strong, you can do 10, 20 years. You're not going to do 10, 20 years when the only thing you have to do is say this, say Y, X, Z. You're not going to do that. I think they did have previous communication, conversation, and all that. You know? So, anywho, I guarantee you, guys, more information is going to come out. All right, Freddie, you take it easy. More information is going to come out. More. And you guys are going to see that she probably had a reason to be scared and fearful for her life. Because he probably talked it rough to her before. And that's why when my son was growing up, the police would call my son over to the car when he's with his friend and talk to him and be scared. My son be scared like, Mama. They'd be like, don't run. And he'd be like, run for what? I haven't did nothing. They'd be like, come here. And he don't want to go because his friends is there. He was like, Mama, I don't know to come, go, stop, whatever. He said, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want them thinking I'm talking to the police. I had to write a letter to the chief of police down here in that precinct. And I did. I wrote him a letter. And I told him, I said, have your officers quit calling my son to their car like he's their go-to person, like he's a snitch, like he's a rat, and like he's a kid. And you guys have no right to talk to him because he's underage. You understand what I'm saying? You tell your officer to back off my child. And there was more information that I had to put in there. And if you don't, I'm going to press charges on you guys. Because you get my child killed. I'm telling you. It's going to be some bloodshed in Kansas. I meant that. Do not call my son to come and talk to you guys. For what reason? He's underage. Leave him alone. So I had to go to the school meeting, and the police officers, from the school was there that I had told on. And they were like, da-da-da-da-da. And they was like, well, maybe you need to talk to officer such and such or such and such. And the officer stood up and was like, I can't talk to her son because Miss SP had went to my boss and told on me. I can't. You can't. You will not speak to him again. You talk to your kids. Let them know. So your kids can come to you and say, Mama, the police officer keep calling me. I'm trying to have my lunch. They calling me by name and all this stuff and say, come here. And you done told me, hey, don't run. All the, because they going to say you was around, you ran, you had a gun. You did this, you did that. And he was like, I don't know what's going on. So, it's just crazy. So at first we thought that she was trying to get paperwork saying that she had a protective order. And now we found out she probably was just getting her information that she probably needed to go to the hospital. They didn't want to hear that. The information she was probably trying to give them, the paperwork, is saying, I just got out the hospital. I probably need to go back. You guys understand what I'm saying? Had they listened to her. I'm just being honest with you guys. Anyway, you guys know the routine, It do be what it be. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. But boy, 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 Sanja Watts, did you get your soup? Did you get your cash out? You the only one I haven't spoken to yet, and I think Soldier Girl got hers. Let me see. Yep, Soldier Girl should got hers, and Sonya Watts should have gotten hers already. Soldier Girl said this. No, I gotta check my cash app. Go check your cash app, Soldier Girl. Cause I already sent it. I already sent it to you. I already sent it to Sonya Watts. Sonya Watts, check your cash app. Because those are people that I already know. And the reason why I know is either they sent me something, so I know their cash app. You know, Freddie got hers, Margie, Zan, Val Montgomery, Ms. Let me see. That's everybody that I've got already. She said, yeah, they ain't ready for it. Sanja Watts, did you get your cash app? Go check. I was going to call you to ask you, but you did a little something, something. Yeah, Sonya Watts donated money to Crystal, so I got to get Crystal's information. But half of it's already taken out. She says, yes, thanks. I received it. All right. All right. So we have to be very, very cautious about, when we're dealing with money, you guys. And I don't get angry. I don't get upset. I just say, tell me what you see. I'll tell you what I see. Tell me what you know. I'll tell you what I know. And trust and believe we're going to get to the bottom of what's going on or how's this going or what you're saying. Or I don't sit there and say, you lying, girl. I know you lying. We're going to see what you're doing. You did something. But I'm just letting you know. They be like, no, I gave you. You did it. No. I'm telling you I didn't. I don't know who you talk to or who hurt you or whatever, but it wasn't me. Trust and believe. Because, she said I would not cuss out Tina. I don't think you will, Zena. Tina's a good girl anyway. She made a mistake, probably. Yeah, she did. She did make a mistake. Yeah. It's okay. I didn't see it until 3:30. Oh, girl, I think you was like the first thing on my list this morning. I think you was the first thing on my list just because, like I said, if you have cashed at me in the past what I know how to reach you really quick. It's hard to own up for our mistakes. Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't think that every time a person, it may not even be a mistake. It could be a misunderstanding or they people be thinking like this or that or whatever. Like, I don't know, And I don't know if I told you guys this, but I don't know who she was gonna send it to. She wasn't sending it to me though, cause if you gonna send me some money, you think I ain't gonna say, girl, I'm gonna call and you say thank you, or I'm gonna let you know I got it. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. I'll cash app you guys, and y'all be like, oh, okay, I got it. But y'all don't. I mean, don't heart me back. Let me know, because I'm not gonna say I'm gonna send it again. No. I need to know. So like if I ever had to. There you go. It's Dangle 657. She knows what it is. Thank you for putting that on out there, Miss Sonya Watts. And that's what it's always gonna be, you guys. That's just too. That's that. And there's a reason why that is. if you want to know, let me put it up there. Right there where it says hit the Cash App $, right here. It says, I don't know why she got at Dingo. It's supposed to be a $, right there, $, Dingo 657. Dingo. That's right. It's supposed to be a $, not an at. It's supposed to be a $. She said, see? But, and if you don't know, you guys, this is how it's supposed to be. Let you know what it is. Right there. That's what Sonya Watts is trying to say. That's the way it's supposed to look. Okay? If you don't know, now you guys know. That is always going to be my Cash App. I'm not going to change it. So if you see something else come up there, a name, or cousin, my face on there, no, there it is right there. There it is right there. Anyway, and so she wasn't sitting there, trying to, she just dealing with something else. Oh, yeah, it is an E in there. I'm sorry. You're right, Soldier Girl. You're right. You're right. Let me put it back up there. And I'm gonna tell you why it's Dine Go. So some people think it's Dine In Go, but it's not. It's Dine Go. It's one word. It's Dine Go. It's Dine Go. And I don't know if you guys remember this show where the dingo ate my baby, where the lady had she was camping out and she had her baby in the tent, and she come back and she seen this dingo had her baby and took off and ran with the baby and took the baby. It was crazy. And they never did find the baby because the dingo ate her baby. She said the dingo ate my baby, you guys. So that used to be a really good show. Well, not a show, but it was a true story that happened when I was younger. And she said, yes, I remember that case. How awful. Yes. And so we named our food truck after that. You know what I'm saying? Dingo. But we wanted to change it a little bit because we don't want people to think it's got something to do with killing babies and all this other stuff. But Dingo. I didn't want to put Dine In Go because that just sounds so shabby to me. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Our hour is up. It was nice. I just wanted to come back, holler at you guys, let you guys talk amongst each other because I knew you guys had to work some things out. Say thank you to the people that supported you or donated to you or gave you some love or something. Share something that you wanted to share, change, switch up, swap something or whatever. Get it all together. You guys got time because, first of all, I haven't sent Tina Power stuff out to her, so y'all got time to get things together on that. And don't worry because I've got other things to do also. So, hey, LaKendra, I wanted to say, I kind of, she just came in here, so I was getting off of here, but I was trying to share with everybody. I know now what happened with you, and you wasn't lying about you was trying to send something, but that was not my Cash App. Now, I know what you were trying to do, but that was not my Cash App. So be very careful if you don't see Dingo on there, that whatever you see, It's not. You're either going to see SP News Nugget or you're going to see Dango. And the reason why I kept it that way is because those are business accounts and I have to keep track of what comes in and what goes out. So, if you see anything else, my maiden name or something, it's not going to me or whatever. But it actually looked like it never did hit my Cash App or anything like that. But I seen something, somebody showed me something and say, this is what she's talking about. And I think that was like maybe an old account or something, or an old account we were trying to set up or something. I don't know what it is. But it's the only thing. Matter of fact, there was like 3 other people had tried to put something in that account. And I think maybe what you try to do is, I don't know, maybe it was an old account or something. But I want you to know, my feelings is okay. I hope everybody else's feelings is okay too. Like when somebody's trying to tell you something, you guys, you just give it a little time. You're going to figure out what they're trying to say. You just keep your eyes open. Because especially when it comes down to, we were trying to, transition money or whatever. Because never had a problem with LaKendra or anything. You got to know certain people, like, they're trying to tell you something. But I don't know how you got your heart, though. I don't know. I don't know how you got a heart, because you didn't get no heart from me. But I know what you were trying to do now. So I always go to somebody and say, but this girl said she was trying to send me some money. Who she's trying to send some money to? Let's go find what she's trying to do, what she's trying to do. But anyway, you guys, and I don't even get angry about stuff like that. I just try to figure out why someone's going to say that, because they're telling you something because something ain't right. And when something ain't right, then you got to figure out, because you don't want nobody else to fall in that same trap or whatever. You guys follow me? Like, if she had that problem, then why? It was just like last night, Ruby Turner, she couldn't call in. And I'm sitting there going, why you can't call in? Everybody else can call in. Why you can't call in? And I know Ruby. I mean, I don't know her like I know her, like, hey, if she walked up to me, I'll say, yeah, that's Ruby. I couldn't do that. But, the Ruby that comes in the chat and everything, that holds the channel down, that Ruby I know. So I'm like, well, what's going on? Why you can't call? She's like, I'm trying. I felt kind of bad that, okay, she can't call. I don't know what the deal is. See what I'm saying? I'm not a tech savvy person. So I don't know what the deal, why you can't call, because everybody else is calling. But, maybe she had me blocked, or I don't know. I don't know if she had me blocked. I wouldn't be able to call her. But for some reason, she couldn't call me. Maybe I got her blocked. Hello, think about it. If it kept going to voicemail, maybe I got her blocked. If you call me and don't say nothing or whatever, you're probably blocked. Because I do not have a problem blocking people that call and don't say nothing. Because usually it's some random kind of phone, electronic caller or something like that. She said, I didn't see mine till 3:30. Girl. All right, she said, I answered. I text you. All right, baby. All right, I'm going to get off here. I'll see you guys. Somebody told me, and I'm going to start doing it. So if you guys say, ooh, you just bold, you just sharp, strict, whatever, I'm going to just let you guys know. I am going to quit explaining myself to you guys. Y'all should know me by now. If you don't know me, you're never going to know me. We have spent more than 4 to 5 years together. Now it's time to move around. Let's do this thing. Let's get this thing going. Ain't going to be no more explaining. Y'all going to see a new me coming out. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm going to say what I'm saying. If you get offended, you're going to be like, ooh, SPC. I'm be like, okay, your feelings is hurt. Goodbye. But If I know, if I feel like I know you, you know what I'm saying, and you feel like you know me, you shouldn't get offended because I asked you a question, or I'm not gonna get offended because we're having this conversation and I'm asking you for a reason. Like, what did you say? No, why would you think I did this or did that? I don't never do that. That wouldn't be me, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, LaKendra didn't get offended because I'm saying, hey, girl. I mean, she said, I sent you a text. And I was like, girl, I didn't get it. She was like, yeah, you ordered it. I said, I didn't heart nothing. I don't heart nobody. So I don't even know who you was talking to. Can't get offended. I'm only telling you the truth. You guys, and then when people get offended, that means you was already offended. What are you doing? If you're offended, you already offended. There has to be a part of communication that a person can say something and tell the truth without, oh, I'm hurting your feelings. Because how can you get anywhere if you don't want me to speak the truth? Well, say it like this, say it like that. I said it the way that I said it. No harm, no foul, no nothing. I didn't get it. I don't know what you're talking about. Woo, 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 woo. That's it. So, some people going to fly off the handle. It's going to be what it's going to be. I tell people all the time, we're not going to long live a bad communication or friendship. We're just not going to long live it. Period. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're all in solidarity, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that come in here, we got a good foundation. Now we finna grow. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go ahead and grow. Now that you guys know what our foundation is, everybody that's in here right now, this is our foundation. And once you have the foundation set up, this channel is going to grow, because people are going to come and some people are going to go. Some people are going to stay. Some people are going to let everything that needs to fall to the side, let it fall to the side. I'm not worried about it. The Lord told me that a long time ago. Like, you crying about all these people, like, oh, what happened to them? They went where they were supposed to go. They were just there for a time. They're not your foundation. So once you get your foundation, you know who is who, and what they will do and what they will not do, then now you got a foundation. So when you do grow, guess what? You know who you can trust, and you know who you can't. And I'll leave it at that. Exactly. What's for you is for you. That means if somebody come up to me and then they say, oh, or just say, for instance, we had this channel and it's like 300-400 people in here. And say, for instance, this person comes up and they be like, girl, I sent you $20 or something. And I say, no, you didn't. And then they want to sit and argue or yell or cuss at me or something. I say, girls, I don't see it, or whatever. You guys are going to know if I'm telling the truth or whatever. Because if they get angry about it, let me tell you something. We done put out a lot of money. Y'all done put out a lot of money. Every last one of you guys donated. Anything that you invested in, it is a part of you. It's a part of yours. We not gonna fight amongst each other. See what I'm saying? Because I give y'all the channel. If you got something to say, okay, come on the platform and say it. You want to tell somebody something, come on the platform and say it. You want to call in, come and say it, because this is y'all platform also. Something ain't right, go on ahead and say it. Let's get, we'll shut down. We will shut down the live, and we will have private lives if we need to have we will have ex partes going on. We done had ex partes before. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so everybody know each other and we all get along and everything, and it's tight knitted community, and that's what I needed before we moved on. And now that we got that, and y'all got things in your life that's happening, you're doing things. She said ex parte. Girl, we got a new word out of this whole year. If I didn't learn anything else, I know what an ex parte is, and we done had them before. when you learn stuff, you grow. And when you grow, you learn. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be so, I know we're getting older, but hey, once we learn, we good. She said, I learn. ED with you. You what? I learn ED. Anyway, you guys, I'm out of here. You guys has a beautiful, beautiful day. And she said learned. That's cool. And I'll see you guys Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Be good, be nice, be good to each other. Bye.